Hey everybody! Today, favorite chair of the belt buckle with Mr. Ivan. We're going to take you through a horizontal pushing exercise. If you're not familiar with Show Up Fitness, make sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Become a trainer anywhere in the world. We are at our West Hollywood location. Got Sunset Boulevard right there. I think I just saw Rocky Balboa walk by. We're going to go through the incline press. Now, technically, this would be a hybrid between a vertical push and a horizontal push. I will call this a hybrid because it's in between. Vertical push will be straight up. Horizontal push will be flat. Your clients will ask you, what's the right angle? Depends. More upright, it's going to be more anterior medial deltoid. More flat, more sternal part of your pec major. When you're more upright, clavicular part of your pec major. Triceps are the synergist at the elbow. You will have your scapulas coming off the back. What's that called, Ivan? Brain fart, protraction. Protraction is coming off. It's your serratus anterior. So make sure when you're doing this, you are getting some protraction. The humerus is horizontally adducting, but because of the angle, it's going to be more of the clavicular portion of your pec major. I like this one better than the flat bench with dumbbells for a couple of reasons. One, hearing the clients do this, they come back, they don't know how to control themselves. So there's a greater likelihood that they can fall over. Doesn't mean you can't do it. We work with general population. So for the most part, I find the incline press just to be safer. If you're doing a barbell incline, you're stuck into that range of motion. It's a lot more stress on your AC joint. Remember, there's 4 joints of the shoulder: sternoclavicular, acromioclavicular, glenohumeral, scapulothoracic. So the AC joint gets a lot of stress when it's in a fixed barbell position. If you don't have glenohumeral extension of 60 to 70 degrees, it can wreak havoc. When it comes to pressing, bench, incline, and decline, which one are we typically the strongest at?
Incline.
Strongest.
Bench.
It's too early for him. He hasn't had his coffee yet. You're going to be decline is going to be the strongest. Regular is going to be your second. Incline, you're going to be the weakest. So I'm going to come here and demonstrate this for us. We're going to grab the weights. Yep. Facing that way. You'd be surprised. Your clients will face this way. You really got to break it down. Notice how he used his knees. He's going to do a couple reps. I don't count out every rep. I don't encourage you to either. But you can give him a little milestone. There's 4. I like to count on my hands. Nice. Halfway out. We're going to get to 10. Get the rest of them on your hands. Good. Notice how he's slightly in. It's just a lot nicer on the shoulder. 2 more. 1. And then we're going to hold at the top. And then what I like to do with my clients is communicate with them. I'm going to take this dumbbell from you. Got it. Now he's going to hold and stabilize. I'm not just going to run away, because for new clients, if the weight is kind of heavy, they could fall over. We have to stabilize contralaterally so as the obliques are firing. And then what I'll do is I'll do a little tapping, resist against me, resist, 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 good, resist out, good, good, good. And I got it. And so I communicate and take these away from my clients. Now, textbook's going to say we're going to spot at the wrist. But if Ivan has a lot of weight right here and he's pressing up and I can't move it, on the other side, you have the bros say you got to go by the elbows. If this is a lot of weight and I push up, it's just going to fall on his face. So we like to do like a hybrid version. And so if we're just going to be doing unilateral, I'll give him that weight, do a couple. I like to spot here and then go to the wrist. There. And we're just going to spot when he starts to struggle. This is really light for him, so it's not going to happen. But if I need to, I'll go there, and then I'll help at the wrist to prevent that elbow collapse. Common mistakes that we see. Why don't you grab those other ones? Is we see clients pushing too far that way. Look at that angle. It's going to go more over. I'll even see like more extreme where the person really out there. Yeah, no, we want to go almost right over the eyes. So what I would do with my clients is if they were doing that, I would just pull them here. And then I want to have a little bit of elbow tuck. Because if you go 90, it's putting a lot of stress on your shoulder. So tuck the elbows. You're still like an arrow. That's why dumbbells are a lot more shoulder friendly. Now, last little thing I'm going to show you, your client's head will come off a lot. Come to a chicken shit, whatever it is. Don't like that, so bring your head back. And then if your clients have too much of a low back arch, they can put their feet on the little pegs right there. It's always a case-by-case scenario. Make sure you're nice and grounded. This wouldn't be grounded because his feet would be on there, but if your client's a little shorter, that's okay. And then I want you to press up, and this would be called a protraction press. So I really want you to get off the back. You see how right here, not your head, your scaps came off the back? That's going to be helping the straightest anterior come off and move the scapula. So do a few more of these. This is really, really light, but we're going to go over the actions to help you. At the elbow, concentrically, we have extension, which is your triceps. The humerus, we have horizontal adduction, ending in flexion, so there's going to be a good amount of clavicular portion of your pec major, anterior deltoid. And then at the scapula, you're going to have protraction, which is your straightest anterior. Thank you, Ivan. So if you want to become a level 1 coach, you need to be able to recognize the agonist and the synergist. Notice how I keep on repeating it, because you cannot miss one question to become a level 1 coach. 17 muscles of the shoulder. Got to know them all. 20 muscles of the lower body. 4 quads, 3 hamstrings, 3 adductors. You do not need to include the gracilis and the pectineus. Just your magnus, longus, and brevis, and you got to say the whole word. Glute muscles, there's 3 of them, and then 7 calf muscles. Look at that beautiful gastrocnemius, which is the superior one. You have the soleus. Together, they go into the Achilles, into your calcaneus. It's 2. On the front side, you have your anterior tibialis. Behind that, you have your posterior tibialis. Then you have 3 peroneal muscles. Some people call them the perineal, peroneal. Either or is correct. Pronunciations are important. Think of a BLT sandwich. Peroneal brevis. Brevity means short in language. Peroneal longest, that's the L. And peroneal tertius. Those are the 7 calf muscles that you need to know. 3 adductors, 4 quads, 3 hamstrings, 3 glutes. You got to be able to recognize the 8 movement patterns. The core patterns that we use for our CSCA, which is the program you need to design at the end of the level 1. You need to be able to recognize the agonist and the synergist for a horizontal push. That's what we just did right now with an emphasis on incline, which would be the clavicular portion of your pectoralis major. Synergist would be your anterior deltoid and your triceps. Make sure to like, subscribe. If you cannot make it to our 2-month internship in West Hollywood or San Diego, you can come to a weekend seminar, and we're also online. Favorite trainer with belt buckle, check it out.